Being compared to Roger Federer for, I don't know, 20 years already. I just handled it. I started laughing about it. I made a name for myself. Hello, younger Grigor. This is your future Grigor out here, and I want to leave you some very important notes and lessons. I think the advice I'll give to the younger me would be, that's a tough one. I don't know, I would say like never put too much pressure on yourself in the moment of your own beliefs. Learn how to love everything you do. Appreciate every moment you get out there. You would not always be appreciated the right way, you would not always be loved the right way, you would not always be looked at the same way, so it's okay to be comfortable in that. And of course, last but not least, being very comfortable in the most uncomfortable environment. To my younger self, focus more, maybe cut the distractions sometimes, which is I think one of the hardest things to do. However, I would say stay disciplined on every aspect in life. I've always been a hard worker. I think that's one of the first things that I learned from my parents, especially from my dad. Even till nowadays, I think this is probably the pillar of some of my core values, I would say. It's more of the consistency after that to keep up the hard work. It's a very fine, I would say, very fine like balance in between hard work and rest. So I would always suggest to keep the consistency. To my younger self, I would say embrace the pressure and embrace the nerves. It kind of went with me, the pressure, I think, throughout my starting in my career, which was actually here in Rotterdam 14 years ago, my first match. I played, I think, Berdych, I know Berdych the first round, and I beat him. And the following match I had to play Rafa. He just came from winning Australian Open, and I played like 3 sets against him. It was probably one of the most epic matches I had. And it was just my second match on tour. Afterwards, with all the tournaments, with everything that was going on, after the contracts were coming, and all this all these things that are coming with being a professional athlete. And then obviously all the comparisons and the expectations, the next #1, the next this, the next that. Being compared to Roger Federer for, I don't know, 20 years already. How about like drop it, let it go? I just handled it. I started laughing about it. I didn't pay attention to it, and I made a name for myself.
Grigor Dimitrov claims his first Masters 1000 title of his career. Is this the moment? Perhaps he finally begins to fulfill the promise. Grigor Dimitrov wins the biggest title of his career.
Always embrace it. My younger self, always embrace it. I think that's the beauty of it, I would say, in the sport that we're playing, and you can transfer that almost from what you do to life. And I think once you learn that, the sport teaches you that, and then you can easily transfer that into life. And at times it can be privilege, at times can be extremely hard, at times can be very frustrated, and I was about to but that's what makes it makes like a stronger steel, I guess. First, I'd say everyone is different. Everyone accepts failure, defeat, regret, whatever it is, very differently. But I think it's very important I always say, to take a step back in moments like that and really like reassess what you feel deep inside. don't forget the failure. I think that is something that would make you appreciate even more, because if you're able to pick yourself up and dust yourself off, I think that's one of the ultimate way to become a stronger and better version of yourself. And then when the success comes in, it's never that good, and it's also, the failures will never be that bad, so you live happier.